My name's Jay, welcome back to another episode of my Turbo Mustang build. Bruise up.
It's the Mustang, run!
So I'm trying to think where we left it at the end of the last episode, because I think it's been 2 weeks nearly since we filmed that. So let me catch you up a bit on what I've been up to. We have now installed a Mishimoto, I think it's R-line, whatever it is, with the 4-inch core intercooler. Made some brackets down there and attached it to the car, you know. Mishimoto available at driftworks.com. There you go, Starkey, have some of that. I have, what else have I done? Let me have a think. I remember. I've spent an absolute age fitting a thinner fan, which has the benefit of a PWM controller on it, so that saves me an output on my ECU, which is quite a bonus when you're limited to 4 outputs unless you want to spend $1,000 on a dash. I can see how they get you, but anyway, thanks Holly for that. Yeah, so I've got a thinner fan on. The radiator's been moved forwards right up into the slam panel here, or core support, or, you know, nah, I ain't calling it that because I ain't going to pretend to be an American. So slam panel, England. Yeah, so the radiator is tucked right in there. Lovely. Holes have been cut to mount the turbo. Air filter out there, boost pipe down there. So yeah, flanges have been made for each of the manifolds. So next task is to bring them together, somehow mount that thing. Turbo Smart available from driftworks.com, thanks Starkey. And then, yeah, hang a turbo and, I don't know, it's going to be a long day, but I'll show you how I get on. So I guess first thing to do, well, we had a good meeting last night discussing this for probably an hour or so. We had 3 or 4 of us looking at it, and I think we've come up with a plan. So first of all, I've got to make a merge collector to go from 2 times 2.5 inch pipe into 1 times 3 inch pipe. So I think we've got a plan for that. I'm gonna go and mark these 290s up, stick them in the bandsaw, we'll weld them together and yeah, see how I get on. Right, so we are attempting this on the bandsaw, doing 2 times 2.5 inch into 1 times 3 with the help of Carl. Thanks, Hello. Carl. That's a bit diagonal. Well, let's see how this pen mark goes and we can always change it. So, I can't even see the pen. I can see it in real life though, so I'm going to chop that off. Just to balance out some of the hate that we normally give for RX-7s and rotaries. While Craig's not here, I can say what I want without having to show off. So, Colin is currently working on a real FD. What's the crack with this one, Carl?
Half Bridgeport, fairly decent sized turbo. It's about 600 horsepower. It's pretty quick. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
And you know, we all know really that an FD making a V8 noise is a bit of a wrong thing. But anyway, back to LS business. Oh, I keep tripping. Wrong.
It's going to blow up in 5 minutes.
Well, that will. But anyway, back to real life.
kind of fact, yeah. It's together.
But I guess I'll level up the... That's alright, isn't it?
It's a bit wonky, you cut it a bit wonky, Jack.
Alright.
Sounding like Mr. Tyler, aren't I?
Yeah. Good job it's noisy in here and won't be able to use any of that. Right, thanks Cole. Next thing I'm going to chop that square off there, and then we've got to force it with a die into 3-inch pipe to expand it. So let me square it up and I'll go and get something to smash in the end to expand the thing out. Here we are a little bit later on. Yeah, that piece is now joined together and slightly flared out, although it's going to need a little bit more work when it's time to set the next pipe. This one now has a bit of a flange ready to tack onto it. I'm just trying to plan out the next pipe. This one here is going to go onto there, run across and basically join that. So yeah, I'm going to get on with cutting, fiddling angles, you know, all that fun stuff that's involved in just making exhaust in the middle of the well, just making exhausts. There we go. Moving forwards. Unfortunately I have to tack it round as on the car and then bring it round for welding, but it ain't going to keep me up at night. Looks perfectly respectable.
Thanks.
What?
So thanks.
What, because you've done a perfectly respectable job?
Yeah.
No problem. Well, thank you. Right, moving forwards, just the very worst piece to do, the bit that connects them both together, so you have to get the perfect angle of this and this and make it nice and tight so Craig can weld it nicely and not whinge at me. So yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time to get this one, I think. Well, it's been a couple of hours since I last spoke to you, so let me show you what I've done. Obviously I've been working on the screamer pipe because these days apparently that's what you have to do, and you know, I'd like to fit in, so hope you all enjoy that. And under here, look, we have 2 pipes going into one, which is going to go into the turbo. We have the big boy 60mm wastegate mounted down there. We have a space there for a flexi. That's what's going in there. I've got to order a flexi to go in there, and it joins to there, so yeah, that's all pretty good. Quite happy with the way it looks. I know you're all going to tell me, well, not all of you, but I know some clever clugs is going to tell me that it's not going to work, but if it doesn't work, I'll change it. How about that? So yeah, next on my list is, I mean, hang on a minute, obviously I'm not actually going to run that, like, I'm not going to run that like some I don't know what the word is to be offensive but without being offensive.
Chav.
Is that the word?
Australians use bogan.
I don't think we can use the one Australians use, Fraser. We'll be arrested in England. Calm down.
Not the other Australian one.
Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to run that like some 15-year-old child. That is going to go down there. I mean, if it does end up coming upwards, it'll go into the exhaust, but I'm a little bit worried that I can only get a 4-inch pipe round the engine and down the back, and doing my calculations, not Craig's calculations, because he loves a 2-inch down pipe. Doing my calculations, I need roughly a 5-inch to have 0 back pressure. So if I run a 4-inch and an open wastegate, hopefully all will be well. Anyway, enough talking. So I guess you're a very noisy man.
Sorry, mate.
And me, I'm in trouble. Yeah, so I guess I'll catch you in a few more days when a Flexi's come and I can start aiming some pipies at the turbo.
Yeah, got a delivery.
Have you?
And exciting overnight parts from either Germany or Manchester.
Well, you know when your friends get you with peer pressure and you don't want to spend any money.
It's your friend Phil Morrison.
Well, more Craig, because Craig's a lot more vicious than Phil. Phil will let you do what you want, but Craig will just beat you until you do the right thing. So we have...
Oh.
May have got slightly carried away here. Let's take these off.
Your Mickey Mouse ears.
The compressor's not running anymore. But, let's have a look what I've spent loads of money that I haven't really got on.
Bon has it though.
No. Well, technically.
It's a big old box.
It's quite heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, from our friends at Turbo Zentrum, the same people that sorted to fill out with the turbo for...
It sounds like Phil's just pulling up.
Phil is just pulling up there. Let's crack on.
That's Porsche noise. I mean, are these parts available on your shop, Rich?
Not currently, but it is something that I am going to be adding very soon.
So, we have what is the third turbo for this build.
Once, twice, 3 times the turbo.
That's a big box. Right, so we have what is hopefully...
The bottom's open, is it?
That's all right. A 1.25 exhaust housing T4. I did the boring bit first, yeah?
I mean, it's all exciting to me.
Is this an unboxing video, popular on the
But
YouTube?
it is. This is like a Bog Warner unboxing video.
Yeah. Well.
Is that the same as your old one?
No. Well, sort of, but no. That is, 1.25 T4 exhaust housing. That is a 1.01, I think it was, T4 cut up, hacked about exhaust housing, which was slightly upsetting me. So, you know, that I would say that's the reason why I've spent like lots of thousands of pounds, but I can't justify that.
Hi, Phil.
Bhagwan.
Turbo?
Bog Warner is Bog One.
Bhagwan.
Overnight parts.
Yeah.
Is it pathetic?
Well,
We have it.
the exhaust housing looks
See that?
okay.
Yeah, it looks a bit more.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the actual bit.
He's blamed you for this, by the way.
What, having efficient modern turbo?
You and
Costs
Craig.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. It's alright, he hasn't paid for it yet.
exactly. But you know, I have to.
That's how I get to do things and basically say, I don't have to pay for it right now, just get the better one.
Yeah.
And then he instantly regrets it.
It's all fine, isn't it? Till the bill comes. So this, my good people.
Yeah, that looks pretty mighty.
This, my good people, is what they call a S400 SXE. I hope it fits under the bonnet.
That's big.
Well, it's not.
It looks big.
So, well, I don't know, it looks alright. T4.
6-inch inlet.
5.2 I think inlet.
Yeah.
550 to 1200 horsepower rated.
That's American though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, whatever, that's 1200 American. It's like 1000 English, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So, you know, that's fine.
Don't drop it.
Better not drop it. So, that for me was an awful lot of money.
But look at it though.
Look at that.
I mean, at least you haven't done a Phil and bought a turbo and then had to buy another one because it looks small.
I didn't buy the £2,500 ones.
Which I've still got here and need to do something with. Yeah? If anybody wants that 8374 with the, what was it, the silly mod called?
T51.
The T51R mod, it's still there on my table. I need to sell it.
We'll put it in the drift shop.
1,500 quid.
So, I failed to mention, this is the 76mm version of this turbo. So I guess that's what they call a S476 in America land. But
For those that didn't see your other videos, what was the original turbo you were going to
we
run?
have a 471 here. which was getting fitted. We have...
Are you going to lift it up?
I don't know if I can. Option number 2, I can get the engine crane to lift it. Where's a S488, 88 mil, maybe a bit too much for a 5.3.
Definitely off some kind of JCB or
Came off
something.
an RX sub.
Yeah, but before it was off a JCB.
Yeah, so now I have a brand new turbo that I've actually spec'd with my own head, so it could be completely wrong because, you know, I've been doing turbos for 2 months now. I've been looking at them. That is my knowledge of turbos.
But what is the...
All that you need to do is get a massive one, and that's a massive one.
I think that's a respectable size one.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about massive, so...
Pretty massive.
But what is the theory? This just produces the power but spills
This
earlier?
will produce the power and is, you know...
It's
It'll flow more than this one because it's a
motor.
Yeah, it'll flow more than that one because that's a 71 mil. I think they're supposed to be a bit fancy. They're like the in-between range.
Yeah.
They're not the full-on EFR range that Phil likes, and they're not the full-on tractor range. It's the, you know, the sort of budget.
Normal people.
I would say
it's still aftermarket. It's specifically made for that.
It has EFR technology apparently,
Yeah.
and you can fit a speed sensor to it and stuff, but
the SX, we had an SX 300, the biggest one. I have it on the R32.
Okay.
And they're awesome turbos. They're a bit old technology. This is the SXE, which
Yeah,
is
this is
it's
the
a more
latest
modern one. Yeah, like it says.
I mean, the
with
reason I
EFR
went for a
technology.
Borg Warner over a Garrett or a Zona or whatever is I have some comprehension of what the numbers mean now because I've got 2, and that's realistically the only reason I went for it because I really didn't want to learn what a GT42 is and what a this is.
Also, talking about the numbers, these are actually pretty affordable, and especially considering their reliability compared to the Garrett stuff. The Garrett stuff is such big money. It's like more than the proper EFR series.
Plus, if at one point, what size exhaust has it? 125 didn't I exhaust has in? If that is, you know, if it doesn't spool right, it's 150 quid, 180 quid I think for a 1 or a 1.1. So, you know, I have options now, whereas I didn't before. So
You've got the best option. I'm confident in it.
well,
Okay.
turbo says 1200, rods
So
and
let's
pistons say 1200, fuel system says
Too much.
I may have gone too far and I've got a top fuel car, so that says 1200.
So 1200 American, let's say 1100 UK. That's the goal.
Well, on Greg's dyno, Craig's RX7 did 1017, so more than that.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
More than 1017.
Yeah,
Cool.
thank you.
And goodbye.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.